don't own a
themselves in
gun
the foot
or
by asking
a
folks
Confederate
to
flag.
not fly the Confederate flag. And I'm curious,
To death,
they are
your
a
right
private
to have them.
organization. For our NASCAR fans out there this morning,
That is
would
what
you
you want me to
actually
trust in.
dump? Would you dump being
Banks.
a fan in NASCAR in general if they actually said no to the Confederate flag because they're a private organization and they can actually do so? There is no First Amendment, squabbles here. There's no free speech issue. NASCAR and track officials didn't confiscate any flags over the weekend, but you had a bunch of defiant NASCAR fans like Jim who say, sorry, enough's enough.
It's hurt them because a lot of people have not come out here that says they will not bow to NASCAR for what they've done.
And I'm like
they've shot themselves in the foot.
What do you think? 721-825-5721. Curious to hear from our NASCAR fans this morning. And what about our golf fans? You got Bubba Watson on the same, just on the heels of the Dukes of Hazzard getting pulled off the air. Now you got Bubba Watson painting over the General Lee, the golfer, to paint the American flag over the Confederate flag on his Dukes of Hazzard car. We'll find out what one state lawmaker has to say about that, plus Dr. Ben Carson. We're going to have a real conversation about race with the 2016 presidential contender on the GOP side making his way through the Low Country this long 4th of July holiday weekend coming up.
It's a shame she doesn't get paid for this. Oh, wait, she does, but not much. Mornings with Kelly.
I'm going to call Kelly. Glad to be back in Charleston
94.3
for this event.
Folks, this is big. My friends at Mahindra are rolling out a new off-road vehicle called the Mahindra Impact XTV. It is built from the ground up right here in the good old US of A. It's a real workhorse. It helps you haul more, tow more, and do more on your land and have a little more fun, too. All with the Mahindra quality you have come to expect. The Mahindra Impact delivers best-in-class cargo capacity, towing capacity, and ground clearance, plus true four-wheel drive and a 3-year warranty. So if you're headed to your Mahindra dealer for Dealer Day savings on the world's #1 selling tractor, be sure to...
Cup of Joe Cool.
Hey, what's up, Robert?
Brother man, a touchdown in the Low Country.
Oh, welcome back.
You know what? As a person who doesn't fly a lot, I think I was the only one applauding when we hit the ground.
Yeah, man. That's what they used to do, but now everybody just kind of expects
it. Well, a lot of times I'm in the minority. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And not just because of my color, just because people were mundane about touching down, after looking down. You got to look at my pictures of my trip if you can.
Oh man, send them to me in an email, okay?
Yeah, I will. And my issue is one as having a national perspective on Charleston and all the events. So that flag is just thread and dye. As a person, I design T-shirts. You know what I mean? Do digital manipulations like yourself. All it is, but this is okay, let me wrap this up. I don't own a gun, and I don't own a Confederate flag, but I will fight to the death your right to have it.
Oh, man, that's a good point. Let me put you on hold, and we'll see if Kelly can grab you in the break, because we're going to traffic right now.
Right on.
So we'll see if we can get you recorded, okay?
Hey, man, one more thing. I got a big fail. How come I don't hear you on the air?
Oh, I just, during times of, we'll say, more emotionally heavy stuff, I tend to stay off the microphone, because it's, the show is not Mornings with Cup of Joe, it's Mornings with Kelly Gold.
Well, that's a big fail. You need to have your own show.
I do on Sunday.
Where?
Sunday at 6 p.m. I have my own show.
Dig it, man. Well, I will check it out, and I will call you.
All right, man.
All right.
Let me put you on hold, okay?
All right.
All right.
So, yeah.
Started on this post-holiday ride. It looks good. 26, quiet, fine 26, no problems to report. And if you're coming in off of 17 out of Mount Pleasant, got a nice ride across the Avenel this morning. Coming the other way to Savannah Highway also looks good, approaching the Mississippi River Bridge. And if you're coming up off of James Island right
So, yeah. I'll fight to the death.
give us a call on this week. At 721-CARS, 721-2277.
Now, the latest from the Disaster Plus Weather Center.
Hope you had a good holiday weekend here across the low country. Temperatures today are back in the 70s. We start off heading out that door by afternoon, though we're back up around 90 to 91 degrees. And showers. This one's back with us later today, about a 40% chance. High will be a little bit warmer if you that humidity. For tonight, showers come to an end back down to the 70s. All good again on Tuesday. I'm NBC News 4 meteorologist Chad Blunt.
Q104.5. That's what the Low Country's classic rock sounds like.
So yeah, the flag coming back to Charleston, touching down.
Thanks to the tools and help on Experian.com, I know I have a 783 FICO score. Impressive. So let's cross out the no pet clause. Sure. Honey, just scooter the apartment. Is that up? It's a Wolfdog hybrid, so technically still a canine.
FICO scores are used in 90% of credit decisions, so get your credit swagger on and go to Experian.com to become a member. Take charge of your score.
Are you concerned about your loved one's nursing home care? Have they fallen, been injured, or are experiencing bed sores? Don't ignore these potential indicators of nursing home negligence, abuse, or neglect. If you suspect that your family member has been neglected, poorly supervised, or even mistreated, call the law office of Peter David Brown today. Your concerns are our concerns. Call 971-0099. That's 971-0099. Or go to peterdavidbrown.com.
House fire? Boss is who you hire. 884-BOSS. Manage your fire damage by calling Boss first. 884-BOSS. That's 884-BOSS. 884-BOSS. WSC News is next. Brought to you by Glass Pro. Fast. It's another timely reason to call Glass Pro first. Your time is valuable. Don't settle for excuses. Call Glass Pro first. That's right.
Now, the latest from the 94.3 WSC News Center.
Good morning, I'm Tiffany Griffin. The unfortunate process is underway of finding a lawmaker to replace a gunned-down state senator.
The late Clementa Pinckney was assassinated when a white supremacist opened fire at the Emanuel
From the national perspective.
last month. Now, this leaves his jurisdiction in the Low Country without representative. Now, a Beaufort pastor and friend of the late lawmaker has announced that he will run in a special election for the vacant District 45 seat. Democratic State Representative Kenneth Hodges is already facing competition from Baltimore attorney Margie Bright Matthews. The primary election will be held on September the 1st, and the special election is scheduled for October the 20th.
WSC's Matt Cook reporting. Republican presidential candidate Jeb Bush says he takes Donald Trump's remarks about Mexican immigrants personally.
I don't want to suggest that we shouldn't control our borders. I mean, everybody has a belief that we should control our borders, but to make these extraordinarily ugly kind of comments is not reflective of the Republican Party.
In announcing his campaign, Donald Trump recently described Mexican immigrants coming to America as criminals and rapists. The former Florida governor is married to a Mexican woman and says there is no tolerance in the GOP for the real estate mogul's ugly comments. Sharks have taken a bite at more than 10 people along the Carolina coastline so far this year. One of those incidents happened in the waters off of South Carolina. Now North Carolina Governor Pat McCrory is looking into what he can do to prevent more shark attacks.
I am reviewing also with our public safety personnel to make sure that we have the personnel in place to respond to any potential emergency or action that has to be taken. And if there is need to be stated law, we'll do everything we can to support our rights.
Officials say the unusually high number of attacks is a result of a high discount along the coast that sharks like to feed on. And the oldest person in the world is celebrating another Cliff Day today. Susanna Jones was born in Alabama in 1899. Today she lives in a Brooklyn senior center and is turning 116 years old. She says the key to her longevity is sleep. Read more on these and the other top stories of the day at 943WSC.com.
Today's update brought to you by Q104.5.
That's what the Low Country's classic rock sounds like. On-demand traffic and weather. Award-winning local and national news. You're listening to Mornings with Kelly Goldie.
Kelly Goldie.
Low Country's news station, 94.3 WSC.
bars, but the highest flag out there is the Stars and Stripes, the way it ought to be.
Dennis, our trucker friend listening to Morning to Kelly Golden says, enough is enough. So I mentioned before the break, not only NASCAR fans, or some are saying that NASCAR shooting themselves in the foot by taking a stand against the Confederate flag over the weekend. A lot of folks were defiant. They did fly the Confederate flags as well as the American flags. But I keep saying this over and over, Dennis. The more that folks get pushed, the more they want to, react.
I built one, like I told you, the gentleman with the phone. I built one many years ago, and I'm just tired of getting pushed, being a truck driver, and I'm right now. I'm listening to you in Baltimore, and I just about to buy 2 more charges to do it again. I'm just fed up being pushed by the government.
So you're pushing back in a big way. So not only do you have your own people leave, but you're going to grab a couple more.
I'm getting ready to build 2 more. I built one many years ago when I was able to finally afford it. The can interior, the roll bar, the whole shebang.
Yeah, with the Confederate flag on top. So you're not going to pull a Bubba Watson and put the American flag up there.
No, I'm going to put another battle flag up there.
Well, you got to wonder, Dennis, what that'll, we'll keep saying this over and over. You want to take the flag down, it's just going to drive up the cost and the demand of the flag.
Exactly.
721-TALK, 721-8255. Robert joining us on 94.3 WSC via iHeartRadio. Robert, are you back in town yet? You're still
I'm back in town, Kelly. I was just talking to Cup of Joe Cool, about when we touched down at Charleston Airport, whatever. I was the only one that was applauding. I wanted to go up and make out with the pilot.
Why, Robert? What are you talking about?
To get down on the ground, to be able to get down on the ground. But I came from New York, and I have a perspective about the flag thing.
Right.
From my own perspective, it's that I don't own a gun, and I don't own a Confederate flag. But I will fight to the death your right to have those things if it gets you through the night. I look at the flag as an artist, as a designer, as just thread and dye. That's all it is.
And I'm curious, Robert, hold on the line here. Scott actually says NASCAR ought to be looking to racing and not getting into politics. Hey, Scott.
Hey, how you doing?
Good morning.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm an avid NASCAR fan. I'm not really from the South, so I don't have a dog in the Confederate flag battle. But NASCAR, they race cars, and they need to stick to that, because I can remember I used to be a fan of the Dixie Chick until one of them shut their mouth off about George Bush.
Oh, I didn't think about this.
Anyway.
Yeah, Scott, I didn't even think about the Dixie Chicks. Are they going to have to change their name?
Yeah, everything, because instead of doing what they do, which is sell music, they shut their mouth off and they got political. There's enough political crap going on without my entertainment and what I do to enjoy my life getting involved in it. But I will make everybody a bet. You can take every Confederate flag, I don't care what it was put on, a bar napkin, a shot glass, the General League, and you can dig a hole beside the Texas and light it on fire, and everybody can go sing their kumbaya, and I'll promise you one thing, it's going to change nothing.
Man, I would agree with you. This is a distraction. In fact, we're going to talk about with a report here coming up from the Capitol in Columbia, because the debate, whether we like it or not, is happening all week. Coming up next week, we've got the 2 hate groups, whether it's the New Black Panthers or the KKK. They're going to face off right there at the state capitol in Columbia next week. And, we're going to be talking about it here on 94.3 WSC. But there are a lot of really important things, like nuclear talks, like the fact that Greece has crashed, and hey, guess what, folks? Our economy's well on its way. The trade bill is a stinker. Another thing that'll sink our, economic battleship. These are the things we ought to be talking about. But instead, what? We're talking about a flag. We're going to be doing that here coming up, not only with one state lawmaker, Reverend and Representative Samuel Rivers Jr. joining us here on 94.3 WSC, but also let's have a talk. If we're going to talk about anything when it comes to the flag or to move past the divisiveness of that history, what about just having an honest conversation about race in 2015 going on 2016? He's in the race to be our next president. Dr. Bing Carson has a story about being black and in band and in the 8th grade that you are not going to want to miss after traffic and weather together first here on 94.3 WSC.
This update brought to you by Q104.5.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but you tell me I was going on that whole...
You are... Kelly, you are a maestro. You're a maestro with your segues. We're going to talk about race. And then speaking of race...
Yeah.
Who writes your segue? I'm sorry?
No.
Yeah, but I'm back in town. What I was saying about being on the plane is, I've only flown 3 times in my life.
Yeah, it's flying is scary, man. Listen, I'm scared to fly, but I still do it.
But you know what? Life is scary. You know what? A person can be afraid to fly on a plane, and then then a mosquito kills them. You know what I mean? So you can't walk around life being scared of dying all the time, or just only sometimes. It's something that's going to.
That song where she talks about the guy was afraid to fly, and then the plane crashed down that day, and he thought, really, isn't it ironic, or whatever that song is?
Well, our fears can come after us. You know what I mean? And
I agree.
And so anyway, I missed you. Because I couldn't hear you in there in New York. My hope.
How that's possible? You have an iHeartRadio app.
But I didn't have any Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is exclusive. But but you know what? I'm glad to be able to get to be back in Charleston, because I don't really love Charleston, but there's certain things I love about Charleston, and you're one of those things that I love. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, listen, as talking to Robert the artist here, have you gone down to Emanuel yet?
I went down there before. Kelly. I went down there, I used to go to the library, and I took videos around there before all this happened, back in 2011.
No. I'm talking about you need to go down now.
No, because it's too popular.
You need to go down now.
Well, meet me. Oh, I want to do a T-shirt. I want to do a T-shirt for you. I want to design a T-shirt, a 94.9 if it's approved by a 94.3 if it's approved by your bosses. I'd like to design one for you.
What are you talking about, for the Manual 9 or?
Oh, I'm sorry, the Manual 9. Yeah, I want to go down there. Can I meet you down there and we can talk about it while we're down there?
No, I want you to go down there and then you can call me back about it.
Okay, I'll do that.
I want to know how it inspired you. I've been down there a lot, enough.
Okay, well, after I do that, then can we make a talk show down there, or a spot or something?
I don't know about that. You're getting a little crazy. I mean, the talk show has been happening, even though you haven't been here. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I'm welcome back. I'm back. I'm glad to be back, and thank you for your time, for your talking to me.
All right. Bye, Robert.
Thank you. What happened? I don't care about the Emanuel 9.